there are some actually mention about your previous financial experience, and you say you're actually not doing that fine in those organizations. So maybe can you just help to clear the air? Just state what actually have you contributed in your actually previous role in the maybe the Morgan Grenfell or what's your contribution in that?
Somebody sent me an online article on that too, and well, I don't think we want to comment on online things unless this person surfaces himself. Then I'm not prepared to.
Before you go on, can you clarify which online article are you referring to?
There was one that came out that I can't remember the.
Did he sign himself off as the real truth?
Is that the one? Yeah.
Is it the one who has made allegations about?
I'm not too sure which one. I was just normally this sort of thing I would just ignore, and unless it is a very specific and you tell me who you are, and I will come and entertain you. But if you, I mean, there is no end to it. You know, there's no end to it. People can just take pot shot at anybody.
Sure, but there is that reading though that you know the reason for where you are right now is because you didn't do well in financial institutions, that you did not make very savvy investments. There are these allegations that's going around in the emails. Would you want to respond to that?
I thought it's good that you actually tell people that you actually have done a great deal in this organization.
Now that you mentioned about this online article, let me recollect. What did you say is the real truth? The author signed off as real truth. Yeah. I think I will just mention one or two where there are factual inaccuracies. I did try to ask some of my friends around, say, well, I should, this sort of thing, just ignore. There is one point about Morgan Grenfell where he said that I promised them to bring business from Malaysian conglomerates, right? And I did not. Morgan Grenfell has existing business, had an office in KL, and they have got very good contacts with the Malaysian conglomerates. They didn't need me to bring in business for them. In fact, I brought them in business in other areas, and they were very pleased. Within 3 months of joining Morgan Grenfell, I won for them the privatization of Singapore Telecom job. And this was not mentioned by this online article. They said I left because I did not bring in Malaysian conglomerates business. That was not my role, all right? And that was not my role because they had an office there. But I did bring in, within 3 months of joining Morgan Grenfell, brought in Singapore Telecom privatization. That is the first privatization of the Singapore government, and that was the first telecom privatization won by Morgan Grenfell anywhere in the world. And they were very proud of me, and they made me the telecom expert for the whole Morgan Grenfell group. They even flew me to Seattle to pitch for a job, you know. That's the kind of factual inaccuracy that this online article wrote about.
You said there were another inaccuracy you wanted to address.
Yes, they were saying that Peregrine, that I caused the downfall of Peregrine because of this Indonesian taxi company. There was a funny name to it, but I forgot what it was. But anyway, it was a fixed income deal, you know, and it was handled directly by the fixed income desk in Hong Kong and with the Jakarta office. It was a fixed income deal. It's also my remit, which was equity. I handled equity, not fixed income. So it was the fixed income desk that was responsible for this taxi company debt. And when they went bankrupt, they did not pay. They set off a number of, they trigger off certain cross defaults. And that's why I think that created the problem for Peregrine. And they said that because of that, I left Peregrine. I packed my bags again. But I left Peregrine even before the incident happened, right? Way before the incident happened. So I wouldn't want to dwell into too many of these factual inaccuracies. It's just wasting time. And they do not conform to the facts of the case.
But this person who, as it appears,
Yeah.
has contacted some of the media agencies, if we times.
Mm.
The person who I emailed back to me and said that apparently he knows you, he has even been in your house before. I mean, so do you have an idea who this person
I
is?
don't know who he is. If he surface, and can you put it down what I said and let him counter it? These are the two things. There are a number of things inside, but I wouldn't want to go into them. I think it's a waste of time to entertain, to counter inaccuracies. I think it's suffice to say that he got his facts wrong. So there's no point in wasting time on these people. The other part, actually, if you want to go further about AIB Corvette, he mentioned also that, you will know the problem. I mean, it's consolidation. Corvette closed down a few years after I left. I did not contribute to the closing down of Corvette in Singapore.
But
right?
you made some allegations not about you, but also about your wife. I believe you also said your wife was involved.
I'm not sure whether you want to go into so many things about this thing. If I can allege anything in the world and then you come and counter me, what's the point? I mean, that person, if he claims to know me, he has been to my house, he should come out. He should come out.
陈先生对网上的言论你怎么看？
什么？
网上的言论啊，我想你讲点华语了好吗？就是网上指你不这么能干了，你怎么看？
啊？
就是说你的能力没有到那个水准，你怎么看？
我看啊，为什么最近有人要攻击我呢？是不是我的影响力比较很高了？对这些，如果我是对他们没有威胁的话，他们不会这样激烈的攻击我。现在这种的这种的攻击很激烈，也是不实际的。不实际，我刚才已经谈过，有2个例子，我不要说再多，这些是没有用的，花时间的，不负事实。你可以讲我说什么不是真的，我去回答，花很多时间的，是吗？我看是我们不必崇拜这种东西。我是看也有一个朋友说，哇，一定是你对他们有很大的威胁，他们就现在攻击你。如果你是没有这样的号召力，他们就不管你了。
这个他们是 PAP。
不懂啊，我的 competitors 有3个啊。全部都是 PAP
啊！所以你希望他们能够站出来是吗？
是啊，站出来，是啦，最好是露面的。
How would you convince those very hardcore PAP supporters to actually, cast a vote to you, or or maybe even listen to your,
Yeah. You know, my supporters come from across many parties. Quite a few from the PAP also wanted to join. So I said that, well, maybe, it's a bit, but some would just want to be anonymous as well to help me. I told them that maybe their contributions will be greatest if they just advise me over the internet on strategy, giving me information like this thing about the online thing. It was only given to me, I think, last night, this morning, by a PAP guy. He said you must be making a lot of impact on the PAP. That is why they are now attacking you.
Did you just allege that it was the PAP that's sending out?
No, I think sorry, maybe I should say I'm making impact on my competitors. All of them seem to come from PAP before.
But some do see you as part of the establishment and therefore the PAP also.
Well, I think I used to work with the civil service in the government as well, and I know the views of the establishment. Are you suggesting anything? No. Okay. Yeah. I like that point that you make, because that I am not anti-establishment per se. That my background, I still have a lot of friends in the establishment. right? We are still good friends. They still give me support, give me views. They don't see me as somebody out to destroy the system, to rock the boat. They still entertain me. When I meet ministers outside, they still say hi to me. Or they don't avoid me like the plague. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm not anti-establishment. I'm for Singapore. Whether you come from PAP, from the opposition, my views are clear. This is for the good of the country.
Okay, can we have the last question?
Yeah.
You know, earlier today at Lavender MRT, you know, during the doorstop, it was asked to you about this issue about, you know, your people in your camp sending figures to Tan Jee Say. At that time, you said there have been some well-wishers and we have some good intentions, right? Who just wanted a straight fight. So can we just ask you to categorically tell us, did you or your campaign team actually ask Tan Jee Say to step down, or?
I did not ask. In fact, there were well-wishers who said that maybe we should not split the vote of the opposition. Maybe we should, you know. Some of them joke about it, you know, but they were good do-gooders, well-wishers, that who want to not to split the vote.
These
all right?
well-wishers, did you know that they had gone to Tan Jee Say yesterday?
Well, they say that they are in touch with the Tan Kin Lin supporters as well. So
they told you they were in touch with.
yeah, they said that why don't we go get together and say, yeah.
But are these people, you know, in your team or?
No.
They're just members of the public.
Yeah. Well, some of them were actually members from who helped Mr. Tan as well.
Oh, so
Yeah.
the people who
There were, members of my team. We just say that, well, we are there, okay? We cannot prevent other people from coming in. This is their constitutional right, and they feel they've got something to contribute. Let it be, and let's see. Let's have a fair fight. That you do not take away the constitutional right of anybody who wants to contribute to this country. I mean, he has got his own views. We may not agree or agree with, but he has a certain views, or anybody has a certain views.
So
And
if you knew that they were going to tell this to Tan Jee Say, why didn't you stop them?
sorry.
If you knew that these members.
Well, I can't stop people from saying things, you know. I received so many calls, so many emails telling me that, you know. Then there was this guy, I think, who SMS me, say, oh, you know, why don't you all get together, 3 of you get together, you know. I can put in touch. I said there's no need to. Like, if they want, we can always get together. There's no need to at this stage.
So are you saying that you did know that some people wanted to broker this sort of deal? with Tan Jee
I
Say?
am not sure whether it's broken, but anybody can always step in and do something that he wants, you know.
Right.
There's this guy, I don't even know him. He just told me his certain first name. I don't even know him.
And he wanted to do something like
Yeah, he wanted to do something
that.
about it.
Why didn't you tell him to not do it then?
No, you see, I said, you are a do-gooder. If it is good for the country, I'm open, you know. He called me so many times, and I said, no, just leave it to us. Huh?
Open to. You say you're open.
No, I'm open to anyone who wants to talk.
Oh, I see.
Okay, who wants to talk.
Right.
Okay, what is the problem, you know? How do you see things moving, you know?
And
That's my approach.
He offered to talk to Tan Jee Say for you, but
No, I said, well, if I mean, my position is very clear. I'm not going to step down. I'm going to go in. There is no point in talking, trying to talk me to get out. My position is very clear on this matter.
he tried to talk you to get out.
No. My position is clear that I'm not getting out, but I'm open to anyone who wants to talk with me.